Commission.
Safety is the most important thing.
Safety is number one.
It's not easy to be a safe driver. You have to be composed and you have to multitask. You have to drive what is called a defensive driving.
I'm a patient driver. I love safety first. Safety because you have to think about life first in anything you do. Because if anything happens to you, and you might not go to work for 1 month or for 1 week.
Take it slow, don't stress out. The traffic will get to you. Just take it chill, relax. It's just gonna cost you, what, just to get to a spot faster just for 2 seconds? It's not worth it.
Very safe থাকে আপনার একটা অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হইলে অনেক হেডেক তাই না আপনার টাইম লস মানি লস এবং অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট somebody জান যাইতে পারে তাই সেফ মতন কাজ করলে আপনার সব কাস্টমারও খুশি আমারও ভালো আমার ফ্যামিলিও ভালো সবই ভালো
Especially with our company, we spend a lot of money with safety. Because safety is, you know, every little accident, the car is out of service. If the car is out of service, there's no way to make any income. And I tell them that, you know, like, you're a professional driver now. Don't try to rush 5 minutes. You know, it doesn't worth it. One collision. You know, safe driving is not only for the passenger, for yourself also, for your family.
You have to calculate and know that the other road users, most of them are not in their real frame of mind. Some are stressful, some are under the influence, and some are not meticulous. So you have to be at alert all the time. That helps me a lot.
Just take it one step at a time. Breathe, regulate, always follow the rules. Do slow turns every time I'm turning. Make sure to check my blind spots for the bicycle guys. And it's always better to just do it safely.
You have to protect your work, your job. The safety is the way you can protect it. If you are careful, you're gonna work today and you have to work tomorrow. But if you are reckless, you're gonna work today and you won't work tomorrow. So, that's it.
Please welcome Commissioner and Chair of the New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission, David Doe.
Well, good evening, everyone. What an exciting evening. My name is David Doe. I'm the Commissioner of the Taxi and Limousine Commission. It's so exciting to welcome you to the People's House. All right. Well, I'd first like to start by thanking everybody that has made this event possible tonight. First and foremost, I want to thank the Gracie Mansion staff for bringing us here, for allowing us to be here, and Mayor Adams for allowing us to be at the People's House this evening. Our sponsors at Affinity, the Black Car Fund, the Taxi Clubhouse, Lyft, FR Conversions, the International Association of Transportation Regulators, and the Municipal Credit Union, who all contributed funds to make this event possible. A special thanks to the Deputy Mayor for Operations, Meera Joshi, who 10 years ago started this event, and this is the 10th anniversary. I'd also like to thank our Vision Zero partners, from Police Commissioner Edward Caban of NYPD. All right, yeah, he's here tonight. He's going to be addressing you all. Ashwin Vasan, DOH, MH, Sheriff Anthony Miranda, Elizabeth Crotty of the Business Integrity Commission, Lorraine Cortez from Aging, Daniel Gorodnik from City Planning, Parks Commissioner Susan Donahue, Dr. Mitchell Katz from Health and Hospitals, and Margaret Fergione, the first Deputy Commissioner, of DOT. The Vision Zero Task Force is well represented tonight. We also have City Council represented here today as well. Welcome, Julianne Martin, the Council's Policy and Budget Director. And thank you to my fellow TLC commissioners who are here this evening. Paul Bader, Andrea Bierstein, Kenneth Chan, and Sarah Kaufman. A heartfelt thank you to our team at the TLC as well, who has made this event possible tonight and are still working this event. They have had a committee for the last 6 or so months to make this event an exciting event to celebrate all of you. So let's give them all a round of applause. But look, tonight is all about you all. And that's the greatest thanks that I have. Without your dedication and commitment to safety, we would have no honor roll. Honor roll drivers are here because we are here because of you. Thank you for your commitment to public safety in America's largest city. All of you have been violation and crash-free for over 5 years. Let's give you all a round of applause. Collectively, you all have made 24 million trips safely, rain or shine, in all 5 boroughs of our city. You have safely delivered millions of people all across our city. And you've done it with focus, decorum, and above all, a commitment to safety. Every day may seem like just another day behind the wheel, but it's a phenomenal safety record. Congratulations. Let's give you all a round of applause. You should be proud. Your family that's here today should be proud. And New York City should be proud of your accomplishments. And I'm not only proud, I am grateful for your continued service. I'm grateful that we live in a diverse city that not only prioritizes safety, but also values equity and ensures a driver pay minimum. So let's give a round of applause to that. 10 years since our first Vision Zero ceremony. Vision Zero, the goal of eliminating traffic fatalities and serious injuries, informs so much of our policy now that it's hard to believe that only a decade ago, the city embarked on this important mission. At TLC, one of our very first steps was that we took the recognition of our drivers as the most important and our safest drivers. We can never stop striving for zero. The drivers being honored here today already know that. They live by the Vision Zero code. Anyone who drives in New York City or anywhere else in the world should look to them as role models for safety, as we do here today. Once again, let's hear it for our honor roll drivers. And now I'm so honored to present our first speaker. And no agency is more important and responsible for not only enforcing the rules of our roadways, but keeping all of us safe. Day in and day out, he not only strives to make New York safe, but to do it with equity. He is the first Hispanic police commissioner in the history of New York City. He's making even more history with his accomplishments in keeping America's largest city safe. TLC officers work with NYPD officers every single day to keep our streets safe, and I'm very grateful to have him as our public safety partner. Commissioner Edward Caban.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. I am so honored to be here. Deputy Mayor Yoshi, Commissioner Doe, thank you for having me and for allowing me to share some remarks with the best of the best at the TLC. This city is always on the move, and you are the men and women to get New Yorkers and our visitors where they need to go. And more than ever, you do so safely. The NYPD is your partner in the Vision Zero mission. Together, we continue to reduce collisions and ensure the safety and well-being of passengers and pedestrians alike. The vital work you do every day makes our streets safer, but it often goes unrecognized. So tonight, we honor those who have demonstrated dedication to safety, showing that excellence behind the wheel is not just about skill, but about the intentional effort to protect your passengers and our entire communities. The recognition you receive tonight is not just a gesture. It is backed up by proven results of this traffic safety mission. In 2023, New York City had the lowest number of TLC collisions in a decade, and you are doing even better this year. So let's continue this important work together through joint initiatives, outreach campaigns, and outgoing collaboration. We will reduce collisions even further and improve public safety. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do. Stay safe and God bless.
All right. Thank you so much, Commissioner Caban. Our next speaker is someone who has a long-standing commitment to the safety of our streets. She's held critical positions at New York City's Department of Transportation since 1994 and spearheaded some of the most successful policy initiatives in our city. As first Deputy Commissioner for DOT, she oversees all the operational aspects of their transportation infrastructure and keeps this city moving. She does it all through a Vision Zero lens. I present you with Margaret Forgione.
Thank you, Commissioner Doe, and good evening to all. I'm Margaret Forgione, First Deputy Commissioner at the Department of Transportation. I am pleased to be here to represent Commissioner Rodriguez at this very important Vision Zero recognition event. I would like to acknowledge Mayor Eric Adams, under whose leadership multiple Vision Zero agencies, such as DOT and TLC, continue to work every day to make our streets safer. I would also like to acknowledge our Deputy Mayor for Operations, Meera Joshi, who does so much to support DOT. I know we all agree that just one traffic fatality is too many, and that's why we are working harder than ever before. 2023 had the fewest pedestrian fatalities in 114 years of recorded data, other than 2020, and this happened at a time when pedestrian fatalities are tragically increasing around the country. These improvements in street safety are because of the work of Vision Zero, all city agencies, and the people of New York City. But we have so much more to do, and we will continue to call on all of our partners and all of you to keep Vision Zero moving in the right direction. I would like to thank our host, TLC Chair and Commissioner David Doe, for his deep commitment to traffic safety. Thank you for all that you and the TLC team does to promote safety among the tens of thousands of taxi and for-hire drivers around the city. I would also like to acknowledge NYPD Commissioner Caban, who understands the role that enforcement plays in fulfilling the goals of Vision Zero, whether it be through DWI enforcement, removing unlicensed motorcycles, or increasing failure to yield arrests. But most important, I want to thank all of the taxi and for-hire vehicle drivers who prioritize safety each and every day. This is such a diverse crowd being honored tonight, representing so many nations and ethnicities. We're so happy to see that, and we were very happy to note that this crowd included over 500 women. Great to see you all here. Woo! Let's hear it for the female drivers, too. Being a taxi or for-hire vehicle driver is not an easy job. To earn a living, you have to work at all times, day, night, weekends, during all kinds of weather. In addition to the normal driving challenges of it being dark outside, wet on the ground, you must be concerned not only about your passengers, but also everyone on the road, whether that is other drivers, cyclists, or pedestrians. The professionalism and high standards you follow are a credit to you and the sense of responsibility that you feel as you navigate our streets. Your driving records are very impressive, and you are truly an example to all New Yorkers because the results you have produced are truly how Vision Zero can be achieved. I applaud everyone here tonight who is either a Safety Honor Roll driver or part of the Safety Honor Roll or fleet. Please join me in giving everyone a round of applause for being honored here tonight. Thank you.
Next, we are going to start with someone who started this event a decade ago. Our last speaker was also our very first speaker. 10 years ago, as TLC Commissioner, she presided over the very first honor roll ceremony. She was there then, and she is here now, but we are not in the same place. The initiative that she kicked off has made our city a lot safer. Crashes per TLC vehicle have steadily been declining over the last decade, and she deserves credit for getting the momentum going. It is my pleasure to introduce my boss, Deputy Mayor for Operations, Meera Joshi.
Thank you, everyone. This is truly a moment to share in joy and in understanding how much you put into your work every day, your heart, your soul, your integrity. You put it on the line and you serve the entire city every single day. And 10 years later, it is true then as it is now, and it has only grown. And it is because of that our city is safer today. So I couldn't be more honored and humbled to stand here today and look out among all of the people that we're honoring, as well as your friends and family, because we all know they are the true strength behind all of us, and celebrate this moment in this great house, the People's House. And I do want to say that sometimes, we see a lot of headlines in the papers. They're usually around scandals, famous people breaking up. But actually, I think this is the best headline for New York City. The amazing fact that 8,000 honorees are here today, and that means all of those drivers, day in and day out, in their TLC vehicle, as well as in their personal vehicle, drove through the complex streets of New York City, ferrying passengers around with completely unblemished records. That's tens of thousands of miles a year, and it's something most people in the world can never do. They will never do, they can never do. So I do want to take a moment to acknowledge how incredible this group is and how we all need to laud them, including, I hope that the press is out there covering these kinds of real New York moments. Beyond my role as deputy mayor and beyond my role as former TLC chair, I am, in my heart, a mother, a daughter, a friend, a colleague, a community member, a neighbor, and every single person in my orbit is safe today because of the work that you do every day. Because you not only keep your passengers safe, you set the tone for the road. You set the tone for other drivers. And in fact, one day, long ago, I remember my neighbor coming up to me soon after we started the Vision Zero efforts. And he said, "I'm really angry at you." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because taxi drivers and livery car drivers used to drive really, really fast. And now they're super careful. And because I'm behind them, I've slowed down as well." I was like, well, see? So it works. You have an effect well beyond your four wheels, and the entire city is better because of it. You work day in and day out, and the work you do is repetitive, but you don't ever give in to the instinct to get relaxed or lax about what you do. You're attentive every minute, every mile, every hour, every day, at every intersection, at every light. You are watching, scanning, seeing all sides of your vehicle, and you're not letting a moment pass where you're not fully aware of what's going on the road. And that benefits all of us. So I can't tell you how deeply grateful I am on behalf of Mayor Adams, the entire administration, for your work. And I do think it's important to understand some of the numbers. I know some of them have been laid out, but it's truly incredible when you think about the magnitude of it. You, the TLC drivers that are being honored here, are overwhelmingly safe drivers. Those that are being honored here, the entire fleet, generally, only less than 1% of you get into a crash involving a serious injury. That's really incredible. And that's a pool of over 100,000 drivers. On average, you're driving about 50,000 miles a year. And for those being honored, that means you had 5 years of an unblemished record. So this is truly an incredible group. What makes it even more amazing is 95% of you were not born in America or in New York City. So our complexity at some point was new to you. You've all figured it out, and you've figured it out in a way that improves the city. And that, I think, is also worth taking a moment to recognize. So I want to really thank David Doe for his leadership, especially a point that he didn't raise, that he, in fact, is a driver himself. He doesn't tell you and issue rules without knowing what it means to have them applied to himself. So I really want to applaud David Doe for taking that extra step and going through the process of becoming a TLC driver. I want to give a deep thanks to the TLC staff. I know putting together an event like this is no small feat, and I truly appreciate the vigor and the excitement and the motivation that still goes into it all these years later, and I'm sure we're going to be back for the 20-year anniversary. And, of course, I want to thank, truly from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of myself and my family, all of the honorees, those that are here today, those that couldn't make it, and your friends and family that stand behind you and support you and really encourage you to keep doing the good work that you do. It is the most important piece of how our city gets around. And thank you very, very much. I look forward to generations more of honor roll members into this exclusive club. I know I made the staff crazy. In the first year, I demanded that we have gold foiled cards for every single honor roll member. I don't know if Brian's out there. Yes, he's waving. But it is as important an event as it was then as it is today. And I really, I couldn't be more excited that we're all here together to celebrate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor. And now, the exciting part of the night. You already got a glimpse of them, but we're going to now honor the folks that you just saw on your screens a little bit ago. Our first recognition goes to taxi driver Jamil Ahmed, who's completed an impressive 7,776 trips in 2023. Congratulations, Jamil. One more round of applause. Congratulations. Next, we have our feature safe for hire vehicle driver, Chika Anthony Ogonaya. 11,809 trips for Chika. Way to go. Our third driver embodies this city's commitment to wheelchair accessibility. He's completed 5,636 wheelchair accessible trips in the last year. Chukwu Ebuka Okolo. Thank you for your good service. You all know about the Green Rise initiatives, part of the mayor's plan to make the city greener and more livable for every single New Yorker. Our next driver has been providing green rides with his EV license even before we had a program. He's conducted 4,803 safe, emission-free trips in the last year. EV driver Christopher Garcia. And as you all know, everything starts with a base. And bases that emphasize and prioritize safety can make a huge impact. Our feature safe base is Dove El Boston Coach, with over 21,000 trips in the last year. Accepting on behalf of Dove El Boston is George Guinness. George, give him a round of applause. Now we're going to do a group photo. Come on in. Can we all fit? Let's give them one final round of applause. And now, thank you everyone for being here. We have more certificates for every driver who's been awarded tonight, but we want to make sure that we get everyone's names correctly. So please check in with the TLC desk right outside here to verify your name and current address, and we'll mail you your certificate. And now I'll be over at the Step and Repeat to take photos with anyone who would like it. Thank you and congratulations to you all.